I'll just check my... Hello. Yeah, I do, yeah. Sound the pole. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Entry. Down there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You go up there. Let's do this. You know me, boys. I'm never ready. Never ready. Never ready. Never ready. No. What did he say? To race to Monza. Monza. Lovely Monza. Yeah, there we go, that one there. And I'll be with you now. Just getting out there a bit, you know. Get my name out there a bit. Say the Crayon Eater wants a bit more viewers, you know, as Mr. Harbin likes to call me, the Crayon Eater or the Crayon or whatever it is. Not sure, but just give me a minute, please. Yeah. I think that will do. I'll put it in, obviously, Infinity League, blah blah. But yeah, I think that'll do for enough sharing. But anyway, evening, people. Hope everyone's well this evening. But before, obviously, we get started, you know, if I go through the grid and whatnot, I don't know if people actually see it on MRC. Richard Johnson, aka Ricky J. Was it 1800 is his PSN. Sadly lost his mother the other day, so obviously our condolences to him. As you all know, the racing community get together, apply certain decals on their car, so thoughts are with him right about now. He must be going through a lot, but yeah, we're all behind you, mate. It's a difficult time for you. Yeah, condolences. Right, here we go. Back to MRC, the Gran Turismo Touring Car Cup, Season 14, Round 2, Race 3. This time we're at Monza, the Monza. Yeah, kind of an enjoyable track. I never liked this track, but I'm fond of it now. But anyway, enough of me blabbering on. Obviously, yeah, Ricky J again, condolences with you, my friend. It's not nice. Right, pole position, Mr. Duck, Mr. James Harbin himself. Obviously we know this is Aston Martin GR4, so like last week I kept repeating the car, so I'll just say the names and that's it. I'm not going to say the car. I'll just say it once, obviously, for James Harbin, so everyone's aware. So James Harbin qualified P1, well done. Let's see if he can stick at that P1 at the end of the race. In second is Jay Dante, good qualification from him as well. So he qualified second, as I just said. Johnny C in third. Alongside him is Macreeda. As you can see on the back of his car, it's a bit like a football match. Martin 2, James 0. Would that be extended to 4-0, or would it be, you know, a draw? We'll wait and see. Obviously, I'm doing this race this evening, and tomorrow night I'll do Goodwood. Bit short on time this evening, apologies. So Martin's in fourth. That's Macreeda. Who's this guy? Never heard of him before. Anyway, this is me. Yeah, I qualified fifth. So yeah, I qualified fifth. Let's see how I get on. But yeah, in sixth is Anthony Hunt, 20. He qualified in sixth position. Let's see how he gets on as well. Marshall, Bigfoot, in seventh. McDaddy in eighth. Quick Ben in ninth. Let's see how quick you are, my friend. Gold 45. Let's see if you can get gold come the end of the race. Bazinga in 11th. Obviously Gold in 10th. Bazinga in 11th. Jason in 12th. And Nick had the Hammer Games. Mr. ESR, the founder, qualified in P13. But yeah, back up we go. Let's get to the start of this race now. See who gets the perfect start. I can't remember what actually happened, but anyway, here we go. Wait for them lights at Monza. It's a close race, if I recall. See who gets away the best. I seen from Dart Smoker's live stream, the viewing wasn't that great, camera-wise. Heading down towards the first chicane, but James, a nice start. Jay Dante as well. He's got off the mark very well. Let's just look back from James's perspective. So Johnny C, Jay Dante, but no, Johnny C, McCreeder, with me behind him 5th, but back out we go because Jay Dante's took Johnny C. Johnny C did have 2nd for a moment there. So Jay Dante's in front of Johnny C now. Me, obviously myself behind McCreeder for 4th and 5th. Let's just see if everyone's got away. So we've got Marshall battling against Anthony Hunt, going down to the 2nd chicane. I'll get their names in a minute. Let's see if they stick at this. Very nice. But I'm behind McCreeder there, as I just seen. But Marshall is kind of under attack by McDaddy now. Quick Bend likewise is behind Jason. He's going for it. Well, he died, but he's got Bazinga as well. Bazinga's looking down the right. A quick bend, but no, he just backs out of it. You got obviously Bazinga. You got the Hammer Games Nick who started. Someone's gone wide there. I think that was Quick Ben. I think I heard him say something in chat. So yeah, Nick in 11th now. Gold in 12th. Quick Ben. Let's go back up because it got a bit close. James Harvin's obviously pulling away now. From Jay Dante. We've got Johnny C. Also McCreeder. Obviously myself behind. Anthony Hunt. So I think it gets a bit heated soon. So Marshall in 7th. This guy was on a mission for me. Again. But yeah, we'll see that later on in the race. McDaddy in 8th. Obviously Jason behind him in 9th. Bazinga in 10th. We'll get back down the front in a minute. Hammer Games, Gold, Quick Bear. Back up we go. Because I know James put out a bit of a gap, which he had. Jay Dante as well. But Johnny C is coming under attack from McCreeder now. Let's see. I think, yeah, McCreeder dives down the right. A very nice move. Very nice move indeed. But myself, I'm sitting 5th. Johnny C's in, obviously, 4th. McCreeder will pull away now. Not much, but he will. There, ignore it, I don't know who he is. 6th is Anthony Hunt. Marshall, obviously now he's pulled away from 8th, which is nice to see, but that is well. Bazinga. The Hammer Game's up to 10th now. Gold 45 in 11th. Quick Ben in 12th, and Jason's at the rear. So back up. James Harbin and Jay Dante are now pulling away from 3rd, 4th and 5th. But the reason why I backed away a bit is because me being me, as we shall see now, left my braking way too late, hitting to the back of McCreeder. It was accidental, I didn't mean it, just too much late braking. Previous to this race, I actually did do a GR3, so the braking was way different in both of the cars, GR4s, GR3, but Marshall with a half-second penalty. McCreeder is now chasing down Johnny C for 3rd. Jay Dante, obviously James Harbin is now in the lead. We'll go on board with James Harbin in a minute. It's Johnny C, McCreeder, I've fallen in behind now, but I got the attention of Anthony Hunt behind me. Obviously Marshall as well, still with that penalty, better get rid of it. McDaddy, bit of a gap between him and obviously Marshall in 9th place, so we'll keep an eye on that as well. But the Hammer Games from last to 10th now is doing alright. You know, whether he gets up there, we shall see. But Johnny C is now pulled away from McCreeder. Jay Dante, he's pulled that gap a bit. You know, he's gained on James Harbin. But let's go on board with James Harbin for the minute. James Harbin. We'll go like this. we could see obviously Jay Dante behind, but James Harden, he was on a mission this evening as well, obviously yesterday evening. But yeah, he had a, you know, whether he can stick it out to them, we don't know. Variante chicane he's heading down to now. So he does this. See where Jay Dante is. Jay Dante has gain. So they're now heading down to the this is the Curva Grande, what they're coming up to now. Then they go down to the, was it Variante della Ruse or something? I think that's the name of it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I need to get back up obviously to 3rd, 4th and 5th. But I just want to go on board a lap. Jay Dante closes under braking. James just, you know, if you run it too wide, you do get a penalty. You know, this track's quite, obviously, quite harsh for that first chicane. But yeah, so far it's a nice lap. We'll stay on board with him. Obviously, this is it the Lesmos? That was the Lesmos, I think. Yeah, that was the Lesmos. Is it Curva de Sagarello or something? Or Sagarello? See, Italian names, you know. I can't pick up Italian names. It's a Variante Scari. What they're coming up to, the left. Yeah, I like this section. But you can run it wide, brake too late, you're off. Then head down the back straight. I need to get down to 3rd, 4th and 5th. Obviously the Parabolica is coming up to now, the long right-hander. But yeah, fastest lap at the moment at 1:55.932. Jay Dante, you can see in the rearview mirror, is still there. But yeah, that was a lap by James Harden of the Monza. But yeah, we should go back. Obviously, Jay Dante's dead. Johnny C. McCreeder. See, now I've got the attention of Marshall behind myself. Marshall, for me, he had the pace. He really had the pace. But I think, if I remember right, I think I broke a bit later than him. I did, yes. He broke a bit too early. He said I was covering the marker board, so apologies, Marshall. But back we go down to McDaddy, Bazinga, coming under attack by Anthony Hunt now, with the hammer games behind Anthony Hunt. 5 for that 9th position. Goal 45 in 11th place. If you want that goal, you've got to get up there. Get up to 1st. Quit Ben in 12th and Jason in 13th. Oh, we go again. Because it's quiet now, you know, it started spacing out, but when the tyre wear kicked in and, you know, it started closing up slightly. I think James... Yeah, James is pulled out... No, he hasn't, to be honest with you. Because Jay Dante has pulled it back again. Not much, but it's enough. Johnny C, McCreeder, Marshall with a penalty again, myself, McDaddy. Anthony Hunt now has come under attack from Bazinga. So see how this goes down. Can Bazinga brake later? No, he just gives him a bit of a nudge. Will that cause? Oh, that was a little bit naughty. A shot to the rear caused him to go off. Let's have a look at that again. You can see, you know, there was a nudge there, and that obviously ruined Anthony's race because he's obviously stuck in the gravel. But Hammer Game now in 9th, Gold in 10th, Quit Ben 11th. Oh yeah, see Anthony Hunt, he did actually quit that race. Quit Ben the 2nd penalty, but up we go. The Hammer Games is looking at McDaddy now. Said, I want that. Oh. No, it's Bazinga, sorry. Apologies, Bazinga. Anyway, let's move on up. Marshall, myself, McCreeder, Johnny C, Jay Dante. How are you getting on? No, James has pulled out a bit of a gap now to you. Let's see how this unfolds. But yeah, obviously that nudge in the rear I done to McCreeder, you know, it slowed me down. I think it cost me. But still, you know, race is racing. Anything can happen. Marshall again's on the attack. So it's been a busy day for me. You know, Peyton and whatnot. and obviously hanging TVs and doing shelves and everything like that. But I felt a bit bagged, you know, obviously not doing a live. So I'll do this race this evening, the other one tomorrow evening. I'll be more awake tomorrow evening. So yeah, see what I mean about that chicane? Because that penalty is easy. Obviously Bazinga's getting rid of it now. Goal 45 now up to 10th. Obviously someone retired from the race. But back up we go. Yeah, James Harburn, he's got his foot down now. We're nowhere near halfway yet. Johnny C in third. The gap in front of him to the gap behind. So now myself and McCready, we do have a little battle now. It goes on for quite a while, so we'll come back to that. But Marshall, don't count this man out. You know, he was there. He was sitting there. Yeah, he was just biding his time, waiting for us to do an error. See, someone went wide there. Johnny C's actually gone wide. So he went wide, so he's lost a lot of time. So then that brings McCready and myself, with Marshall behind as well. Marshall will gain. You know, you'll see now. So McCready is on the attack now. He's looking down the left. He breaks later, which he does. Very nice move indeed. Runs a bit over them curves a bit too much. So Johnny C has got the attention of myself and McCready, so he's in a bit of a sandwich now. But don't forget that guy in 6th place. Don't count him out, because he was just biding his time. So Johnny C again is looking down the left hand side. Yeah, they give each other space. The respect's there, you know. It's what we like to see. As you've seen at the start as well, there was no collisions. It was nice. But yeah, Johnny C. See if he pulls out a bit of a gap. But then McCready has got myself behind. Do you see what I mean about Marshall? Marshall actually, you know, he's waiting to pounce. With us fighting and slowing and, you know, early braking, it's let him come back in. We'll come back to that in a minute, because it will close up again. Bazinga, penalty, goal 45 as well. Jason, quick Ben. Or was it Anthony Hunt? But back up to James Harburn. Yeah, he's put out that gap. You know, he's pushing now. Almost nearly halfway. Jay Dante in second. McCready and Johnny C. Again. Into the right hand. Oh, I remember that. It's racing, you know, incidents happen. Slight door up there. But as you'll see in a moment, I get through the middle. So I thought, is there enough space? But Marshall's still lurking. Marshall's still lurking behind. He's like, yeah, whatever area you boys do, I'm there. You know, I'm just biding my time. I'm just waiting. But yeah, me and McCready side by side. But Johnny C, Marshall gives obviously McCready a little nudge. That's nothing. But then McCready nice break in for that chicane. Marshall a bit back-endy. Johnny C has lost out in that. Is now down to 6th position. So with that battling between us four, has now obviously dropped Johnny C down. Great battling by all there. My daddy slowly coming up behind. But as you can see through the chicane, yeah, so Marshall's still in front of Johnny C. But myself, I'm now behind McCready. But I'll go back up to Jay Dante. Is he gaining on to James Harburn, or James Harburn again? A little bit, but not a lot. You know, James Harburn pulls it out here, and then Jay Dante's bringing it back a little bit. So yeah, it's a bit of swap around there. But McCready in third now, with that 2-0 on the back. With me behind, I'm looking down the left. I thought, no Darren, don't do it, don't ruin his race. But then Marshall's behind in 5th. Don't count this guy out, honestly, don't. Penalty again. You run wide slightly and you just suffer from it. You know, get that penalty, you got back off. But again, me and McCready again. I looked down the right, but I thought, no. don't do it, you know? Don't do it. Makrida, Jay Dante and James Harbour. Yeah, this guy obviously got pole when he's, you know, he stayed in first. He's done no errors. He's having a perfect race, along with Jay Dante as well in second. You know, very, very good racing from these two at the front. They're pulling away because of us squabbling. I'm side by side with Makrida now into the chicane. Yeah, bit late breaker from me. But yeah, oh, Makrida, he'll just sit there now. He'll pick up the slipstream, but Marshall, obviously in 5th. Johnny C's fallen back now. But then Makrida and Marshall, I've got to be wary of these two now. Because going down to the... Yeah, he dies down my left. I noticed that, so I just ease off and just let him on by, you know, because the battle will commence again sooner or later. But Marshall still there, you know, he's still not giving up. With Johnny C, because of that penalty from Johnny, obviously from Marshall, Johnny C's like gaining. It's like, yeah, you keep getting them, you know, I'll pounce for that 5th place. But my daddy, Hammer Games is coming up behind him now. I think Hammer Games put his foot down. Bazinga, 9th. We'll go back up to the top in a minute. 10th is Gold 45. Quick Ben. And obviously Jason. James Harbin's still in the lead, not put a foot wrong. Jay Dante as well, not put a foot wrong. Oh, let's go back a moment. Yeah, we were... Me and Makrida, we were side by side. We were going, you know, side by side. I don't think there was any... No contact. I should have gave Makrida a bit more room there, and I didn't. I gave him a slight nudge, and I ran him a bit wide. That was my bad. But then Marshall... So what I mean about this guy, he's just sitting there. He's like... Yeah, I'm coming through. Get out of the way, Idol. I'm coming through. Johnny C as well. Johnny C's looking onto Makrida. You know, so there's 4 cars battling for 3rd. So Jay Dante's in the pits. I don't think everyone else goes in the pits. No, we all stay out. This is just, you know, this went on and on and on and on and on. But Johnny C is now looking down. No, he isn't. Marshall is. Marshall's diving down his left. He's like, yeah, I'm coming through. But Johnny C's like, no, you're not. I'm going to defend my line. Then Marshall's like, too late. I've got you. So now he's behind Makrida for 4. But Matt Daddy, obviously pitted for fresh tyres. The Hammer Games, likewise. Bazinga, Gold 45, Quick Ben, and Jason. Back up to James Harbin. James Harbin, still, you know, I've done nothing wrong, you know. Obviously Jay Dante's pitted now, so he's got a massive, massive lead. Jay Dante's out now, obviously fresh set of tyres. Me, my tyres are wearing. Makrida wearing as well, so we're equal on tyre wear. Marshall as well, the same, and Johnny C as well. So you see the gap behind Johnny C after McDaddy pitted. So really now you got a Hammer Games die. He's got Bazinga behind. I thought there was a bit of a dive from Bazinga there onto the Hammer Games, but no, it stays the same, 8th and 9th. And I'll look at my messages in a minute because I need a drink. My mouth's getting a bit dry. 10th is Gold 45. Quick Ben in 11th. And Jason in 12th. Back up. Let's have a look at the Hammer Games and Bazinga. Still batting away. But no, the Hammer Games like, I'll put away from you now. But then he's got McDaddy in front for 7th. But James Harbin now is pitted. Jay Dante, I've pulled away slightly. Myself, I pulled away. Makrida is still sit behind me. Marshall and Johnny C are now dived into the pits for fresh tyres. Let's see what they go on the moment. So Marshall on the racing super softs. Johnny C on the racing softs. Interesting. But Daddy is still... Now he hasn't closed that gap to Johnny C. So then you got Bazinga and The Hammer Games battling away for 8th and 9th. No, Hammer Games just stays in front. Goal 45 in 10th. Quick bell. Oh, mate. What happened there? Did you touch the grass? It seemed like he touched it. Oh, he's running a bit. On the left. What happened there? Yeah, he touched it. Oh, wait. Back left wheel, touched the grass. Spun him out. Wow. You don't very often see that. So Jason and 12 back up. James Harbinson in first, you know, where he has been from the start, like I keep saying. Jay Dante's pitted as well, he's still in second. Myself in third, McCreeder in fourth. I think McCreeder just let his foot off the throttle, he's just, you know, taking it easy now. Just to save that tyre wear. Let's see if he can, you know, put his foot down towards the end of the race. Maybe challenge for the podium, maybe, but we'll see. Marshall and Johnny battling still for that 5th and 6th, but Johnny wants 5th and Marshall doesn't want to give up 5th, or Marshall just ran a bit wide in entry. Is that where you get a penalty as well? I can't remember, but a bit of a late break in. You see Johnny C behind you, so you're like, oh, I got him behind. Boom, late 50 marker board. He's breaking the 50 marker board. A little bit too late, but he stuck it. He stuck at it, you know. Went a bit wide, cut it a bit, and he got a second penalty because of it. But yeah, Johnny C, you know, that's what I mean. You get a penalty, you can pounce. Then they pull away now, Johnny C, Marshall, McDaddy, the Hammer Games, and Bazinga still battling away for the 8th and 9th. Does Bazinga do it down the right? He does. But Nick gives him the space. Goal 45 in 10th. Quick Ben in 11th. Unfortunately, these fellas have they're quite away now from 9th. But James Harbin still. At 1:55.899. Jay Dante has it. Yeah, he's closed the gap now. He's closed the gap. Interesting. Myself and McCreeder. Johnny C. Obviously Marshall unfortunately got that penalty, so he's obviously fallen back. McDaddy. Let's go back. While I get a drink, we're going to James Hart. Just watch James Harbour for the minute, and Jay Dante as well. God, my throat's really dry. Well, that works, see. That's what it is. Check my messages while I'm at it as well. Here we go. I'm gonna get abused. Hello, Martin. Hello, down for the cow. Who's Eddie in front, Chris? I think he likes ducks. Something like that. Chris, you know, I think he likes ducks. There's Mr. Harbin. You know, should be in the Alien League with another person. But yeah, James Harbin, you know, run his own race along with Jay Dante, myself and McCreeder, Johnny C. McCreeder gaining, he put his foot down now. No, imagine that tyre. I've got a little bit more on my front left. Johnny C is still in 5th. Marshall, McDaddy, the Hammer Games, Bazinga, Goal 45, Quick Ben, and Jason. This moment in time, I jump in the pits for my obviously final stint. Marshall obviously in 6th. Johnny C in 5th. Where do I come out? Yeah, Johnny C's. No, he won't. No. Marshall in 6th. Is he gaining on Johnny C? No. McDaddy in 7th. The Hammer Games in 8th. So he's 7th, 8th, and 9th battling away. The Hammer Games has gained on to McDaddy now. Bazinga in 9th. Goal 45 in 10th. Quick Ben 11th. Jason in 12th. Out we go. Mr. Harbin with a penalty now. Second penalty. Obviously from that first chicane. Cut a bit too much. You got penalty there. So that's going to slow you down. So Jay Dante may jump on that. He may put his foot down. I think, come back here, Harbour. I want that first place. But no. So Macreeda, obviously I pitted the end of the last lap. So I was thinking to myself, is this guy gonna go for a no stop, or is he gonna pit? So I thought I'll just wait for a couple of laps, or maybe it might come in end of this lap, and then I'll, you know, see what happens, and then I'll work out from there. So I'll leave it at that for the minute. Obviously myself, Johnny C, Marshall in 6th. Again, Nick is now onto McDaddy. Let's have a look at that. So Lamagain's got a better exit. He's looking behind McDaddy. McDaddy covers the left. But then next light I'll go down the right then, if you're going to cover the left. So Nick goes down the right. But yeah. Nice move. I was a bit wide, but keeps it together. But then McDaddy's got the attention of Bazinga behind now. So Bazinga's wanting that 8th. He's seen Nick can do it. So he's like, oh, can I do it as well? We'll watch that. Goal 45 in 10th. Still, quick Ben. These fellas, you know, it's quite spread out. For goal 45 to catch up to Bazinga, he can, but it's going to take a lot, I think. But we'll see. You never know. Racing, you never know in racing. These three battling away. Battling away. Let's see who comes out on top. So McDaddy's got the slipstream from the Hammer Games, and then Bazinga's got it from McDaddy, or both of them. So Bazinga, nice. Down the right hand side into the first chicane. Makes that stick. Very, very nice braking there. Late braking. But McDaddy's like, no, you're not going away that easy. But Bazinga's like, yes, I am. Obviously, Nick now, because of them two squabbling, has pulled that gap. But up with Marshall in 6th. And for what I've seen the past few races, this guy, you know, I do Infinity with him. But the GR4 suits him a hell of a lot. And he's just flat out in it. I know he's sick, but he's standing out for me again, you know. I'm not just saying that because he's like a big guy and whatnot. I'm just saying that because you notice things, don't you, from certain people. Like Harbin, you know. It means way out in front. He's got that penalty still, and he's loving it at the front. Could he make it 2-1 on the back of Macreeda's car? We don't know. We'll find out. Jay Dante in 2nd. Macreeda, at this point, I was like, right, surely he's got a pit now, you know. I was feeling the tyre wear a bit, not a lot, but I thought a fresh set of boots, you know, get them on, and yeah. But then I was thinking, Macreeda, you're going to go in the pits now, anyway, you're going to go in the pits. You're going to go in the pits. But no, he doesn't go in the pits. I'm like, right, I can work it out now. So you are no stopping. You've got more worn. Obviously the tyres are more worn than mine because I got a fresh set of boots. I'm going in it, which I did. Anyway, enough for me. Johnny C in 5th. Yeah, so these boys now, but Bazinga has got past McDaddy for 8th and 9th gold, and back up we go to James Harbour, still with the penalty, and he's still, you know, apart from the penalty, he ain't put no foot wrong, nothing like that, and he's just out in the lead. But Jay Dante's still sitting there. So any error this guy makes, James Harbour, Jay Dante's ready to pounce. So yeah, right, we'll go back. So obviously Macreeda's, he's got worn tyre, well, worn tyres, should I say. And I notice, you'll see, so he goes over this curb and a bit too much power, he's got worn tyres, and I see him run wide, but then I see him, he came over a bit, he thought he'd try and defend, but he couldn't, and then I go on by. Now, did he make the right choice to stay out? He may have thought that, but I thought, mate, if you pit at the same time as me, you know, you would have kept that third, because he was quicker than me at this track, I admit that, you know. But yeah, so I take a third. Johnny C has now seen Macreeda do that error, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to pounce. But Johnny C, you know, you see what I mean? You cut it too much, and you get that penalty, and it's just shown. Marshall, we're now getting, well, he's fallen back a bit, haven't you? Unlucky there, but how many games in 7th? Bazingen 8th, McDaddy in 9th, goal 45. Jason and Quick Ben. But yeah, obviously don't forget, obviously for Ricky J, you know, Richard Johnson, the decal's up. The decal is up on GT Sport. I think Bobby Bristow made that. The post was from a day ago. Like I said, condolences again to Ricky J. Yeah, Jay Dante in 2nd. ESR. You get choked up, don't you, when you speak about it? You know, we're all like a big family, a racing community. You know, we're all one. Whether it be P1, you know, ESR, SimFX, MVP, MRC, Next Gen, whoever, you know. It's good to see the support. 9, 10. But yeah, James Harben. We're coming towards the end of the race now. James Harben, obviously, he's ran the perfect race, not put a foot wrong, bar the penalties, which we've seen you can get them quite easy. Jay Dante, obviously in 2nd, he's ran a good race as well. Myself had some battles with McCreada and Johnny C and Marshall, which I really enjoyed, you know. McCreada in 4th, but now he's going to have the attentions of Johnny C. So McCreada's got tyre wear now, and I think you can notice it kicking in. Obviously, he did spin out, and that gave me 3rd. So Johnny C, yeah, he's gaining onto McCreada. So Marshall in 6th, and he's gaining onto the back of Johnny C. The Hammer Games is 7th. Bazingen 8th. McDaddy, goal 45. Jason and Quick Ben. You know, these guys sticking out, you know. Doing very well. Everyone, you know, everyone does well. James Harbour, the man on a mission. Mr. Quick Fit. He's yeah. But we shall see. Is it going to be 2-1 or 3-0? Anyway, Jay Dante in 2nd. I'm in 3rd. McCreada's now coming under attack from Johnny C. Because tyre wear's taking effect now. You know, you go slower through certain corners and whatnot. But yeah, Johnny C's looking at McCreada. But no. Yeah, see McCreada, he's struggling now. He's struggling through the bends. But Marshall, the penalty board again. Someone's commenting again. Let's get back. Let me just have a quick look. Let's just stay on board with these two. Let's stay on board with Johnny. McCreada's to his right, but will McCreada break later? No, McCreada's not giving up. He's like, no, not having it that easy. But then Johnny C's like, yes, I am. So Johnny C takes 4th position, but we'll keep an eye on that. But I think at the rear of the field, yeah, obviously, go back down quickly. Apologies. So yeah, goal 45 is finishing 10th. He's first to cross the line. He didn't make it in time for a next lap. Jason is in 11th, and Quick Ben is now coming across the line for 12th. So well done to you three. That finish. James Harbour, but we'll go and concentrate on to Johnny C and McCreada. Obviously, the tyre wear is affecting McCreada. I've said that. You know, Johnny C pounced, but then McCreada's got to be aware because Marshall's coming up. Marshall's lurking now. He's like, yeah, Johnny C's pounced. I'll have a go as well. But I want to keep an eye on first. You know, he's going to win the race and, you know, deserves the viewing. Then McCreada and Marshall battling for 5th. But James Harben's going around the final bend now. So I don't want to miss this, but James Harben has to get the privilege. James Harben qualified on pole position, finishing first. Very well done to you, my friend. Jay Dante, likewise, you two ran the perfect race. You came 2nd. But back we go. So yeah, let's just go back. So Marshall Obviously, McCready's now suffering with that tyre wear, but Marshall's looking down the left, and does he make this stick? Obviously, we've seen first and second across the lines. So yeah, Marshall's going around the left. But going back to me, I finished third. Johnny C finishes fourth, but I'm more interested in this. So I'm third, Johnny C's in fourth, but McCready, no, he sticks at it. Very, very close finish from you two. So I'm third, Johnny C's fourth, McCready's fifth, Marshall's sixth. The Hammer Games, well done. From last to seventh, very well done. McDaddy in eighth, Bazinga in ninth. So yeah, that was obviously round 2, race 3 from Monza. I will do Goodwood tomorrow. I'm hoping to do it probably around 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I've got nothing con. It's my little birthday. So yeah, I'll jump on tomorrow and get Goodwood done. But yeah, thanks for watching. Can I just say, obviously I'm joined MVP as well. I'm doing a bit of a live streaming for them come mid-Feb. Thank you very much, Ellis Denner and whoever else. But yeah, you take care, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Take it easy, boys. Bye bye.